Namaste, Officer Scorpios, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius Joy, and I'm here to help you get serious about your personal joy on planet Earth. Once upon a time, they called that enlightenment, and I believe it's still worth going for. The Scorpios and Scorpio Risings are going for quite a power shift right now. If it hasn't already happened, it's going to happen this week. We have a profound lunar eclipse. We got a solar eclipse at the end of the month. And with the sun in Aries crossing Uranus and everything going on, it comes down to a new reality for Scorpios and Scorpio Risings. That's how I put it, a new reality. Now, I call you guys the step zeros. That's because you are the invisible, private, secret step before manifestation, which is I sex and protect. You either make something come together and then you protect it. So Scorpio is very tied to that moment of fertilization in life. And so what you're actually changing is what you're going to fertilize. Where are you going to be in your lifestyle? Where are you going to be in your daily life, in your work life? And that boils down to how you stand or are willing to tolerate a certain moment or not, which ties into faith or not. So we're looking at the really IB state of awareness. This is what Virgos do best, which is be hyper aware of everything. It starts with the body. So if you're having health issues, it's because you're having lifestyle work issues. But this profound shift with the eclipse happens around the execution performance level. So you're going to step into a higher ability to perform and execute your daily tasks in life. But the key to it will be letting go of old fears and old hang-ups in the subconscious spiritual. And this will be given to us by a lunar eclipse. More on that in a minute. First, you should know that we're in a grand cross right now, and this is why you may feel like you're in a straitjacket. You are. We all are. The Earth is on hold. And thank Goddess for that, really, because if the Earth wasn't on hold, we would be changing too fast and hurting each other. Now, the opposition of East-West here, of Uranus and Mars, this is, on the one hand, with Uranus screen left, saying to Scorpios and Scorpio Risings, you got to innovate the way you stand in your moment. You just can't live in the same old shit anymore. No more. Uranus won't let you have it happen. And you will find that your health breaks down, you get fired. Like, the universe ain't playing around here. It's time for Scorpios to upgrade, and they will push you in the pool if necessary, if it hasn't happened already. On the flip side of that, kind of deflating our energy, is Mars retrograde in Libra. And that retrograde is calling for Scorpios to step on a new inner strength inside, a new faith, to find a new place to step in inside your soul, which means that you're not stepping on other things inside your soul. And a lot of things that you're stepping on or off in our inner faith often deals with not repeating a mistake. So the weird thing is the universe is pulling the rug out from under Scorpios and Scorpio Risings when it comes to faith, because a lot of your faith was based on surviving this or surviving that. Well, to have a great, phenomenal, serious joy lifestyle, life and faith has to not to be based on survival, has to be based on serious joy. So you're making a quantum upgrade in faith, and honestly, the faith won't click in till May 21st at minimum, from what I can detect. Now, the other north-south, Pluto versus Jupiter, this is actually what's moving quickest, and it has to do with a rapidly changing belief structure represented by Jupiter in Cancer at the south node here. And that means that Scorpios and Scorpio Risings are growing, learning very fast now. The Scorpions are learning very fast, calculating the data very fast, putting things together very fast. It's because you learn emotionally, and emotions are the richest state of awareness on Earth, and you can get the most out of emotional taste. On the other side of that learning fast is old mental habits dying fast. So letting old mental habits, mental patterns, like I always think about her after this, or I always think about him when I do this, stop it. By letting go of those old mental habits, you are free to learn faster and learn the new territory super fast. So that is the dynamic, and this week we're moving through it. So what changes everything? This puppy, a lunar eclipse on Tuesday, which will cast a shadow into your subconscious. Now, this is actually hitting at step 25. So for one, I have to say, this is not, you do not want to drink and drive, you do not want to take a risk with your life. This is definitely in a spectrum of consciousness where you shouldn't be playing around with God, really. Stay home, chill out, hang out with the fam. Now, the moon is basically full. It's in the house of subconscious. So Scorpios who have subconscious issues like sleepwalking or drinking and driving, things like that, this is the subconscious is being hyper triggered. The universe wants you to let go of what you used to aim made you faithful. So in other words, if you were a Scorpio that had a money problem or had a whatever problem and always got on your knees and said, I'm faithful because I made it through that horrible childhood and I can make it through anything, well, your higher sense of faith is based on survival, and so that sort of thing won't be allowed to happen anymore. The universe wants you to have a higher sense of faith of God, universe is coming to help you, not because you're going to survive, but because you are going to be great and do fabulous this summer when Jupiter goes into Leo. So the eclipse is calling for you to release old faith hang-ups. This isn't really the karma or the fear. That would be the lower spectrum, 0 through 9 degrees. This is the high faith. And what happens is it frees you on the sun side to expand your lifestyle and come down your life. Now, what it will mean is that it's pointing at step 25 in your life, which means you'll be hitting some sort of tone for a new life. A new life will be born. This eclipse happens early in the morning on Tuesday, April 15th, in the United States, and will be peaking by 3:45 in the morning. So pretty much happens in your sleep. You want to fall asleep on Monday knowing what you're manifesting or light casting or letting go of. So again, the eclipse happens on Tuesday, early morning, and then the moon moves into Scorpio. So it comes out of that deep faith fog. You're kind of in a fog Sunday through Tuesday, and then bunk, you're on like a light bulb. And I think, Scorpios waste no time. They will start cutting emotional relationships immediately, which will affect your personal heart and also affect direction of things. But it's going to be fast and swift as it always is. And by Friday, you're focusing on raising soul capital or money. Now, you might be concerned about soul capital or money, but really don't forget, it's about aiming for the lifestyle. The money will come, the soul capital will come. Aim for the lifestyle right now. That's what it is. So this week, I say it's about passionate strength. The passionate strength is that you want to feel a better life. You want to feel strong in your moment. And that turns into courage. You're going to have to hold through that passionate strength in the moment in order to let your faith barometer change in the higher orchestra and let your higher antenna point to something else of higher faith while standing strong in the moment. That is essence this week. Kind of tough, but you guys are kick butt. You always kick butt. Now, for those who are 0 VQs, those who have Venus in Scorpio, this is an exciting month for the Venus and Scorpios because you will see a profound shift in your love story, I believe. It comes after the eclipse, so I don't expect it to happen prior, but I do believe that the eclipse frees up your ability to follow your heart full time. And what was in the way, of course, were obstacles in the day, obstacles in the moment. Not being able to, and it's not just love, it's also creativity, children, if you want children. So I believe you're doing right now, before the eclipse, 0 VQs, Venus and Scorpios, are clearing inner child issues, clearing out damaged heart stuff, because Love Fest Day is going to hit you smack in the heart of creativity, which means for Scorpios and Scorpio Risings who have Venus and Scorpio, you're going to find that some sort of love affair or creative project definitely takes off for you after all this soul work. So it's all worth showing up for, let me tell you. And the universe is heavily invested in the Scorpios and Scorpio Risings, represented by Neptune and Chiron. Is the way you put it. Now, if you want to see how this whole shift ends, I have a video that goes 30 minutes and dives into A to Z of April called the April Megascope. It's available at soulmart.me. I also give you a free Uranus and Aries video so you can see the perspective of how you've grown or not grown in lifestyle, and also give yourself some patience of how long this thing takes. I also do real-time life coaching in the moment at gavenus.com, where I'll text people through the day and keep you in good spirits. Check it out. And if you're on YouTube, we do ask, hey, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. If you're on Facebook, you can visit and like our page at soulgarden.me. And if you want to be emailed every day, the zodiac weather, and weekly, the horoscopes, come on down to soulmart.me and get on our mailing list. All right, my Scorpions, we didn't even talk Saturn and Scorpio this week, but we will next week. It's all about standing in that moment that you want and then choosing that lifestyle that you want and letting go of the old faith mechanisms so you can build new faith mechanisms. If that's the case, change the moment and everything else will come. All right, Scorpios, I love you. I'll see you in 7 days. Until then, live, love, be.
Soul Garden.